Joined here by James Doyle at Arrantech. Customer experience management is an important topic at the moment for operators.
Yeah, absolutely. Customer experience management is something that's started to sort of become more in vogue over the last 2 to 3 years. We've been working on it since probably the year 2002, and it's really about trying to find a way of getting the customer in at the forefront of how you run your business. And what that enables operators to do is focus on the key business requirements of what's going on in the network in terms of the customer view.
So how can an operator tell what experience a customer is actually going through rather than what, say, its network monitoring system might tell him looks to be the case?
I think the key is what we do is we take the raw data information. We don't take predefined information that's stuck in the BSS space or CRM space, and we aggregate that data from a customer ID perspective. So what we're creating is a new unique data source, which is customer centric, and that unique data source enables us to then provide insight into what the customer's actually doing in the network.
And then what can operators do with that information, either to manage its relationship with a customer or drive new services?
I think the CEM data is a very powerful source of data, and I guess in the first few years of our operation we very much tended to focus that information up into the OSS space, so that was improving the service assurance side of it by adding the customer dimension. But I think in the last few years it's clear that the value of this unique data source is very much more towards the business side, so that's improving the care proposition, improving the marketing proposition, and improving the sort of business management in terms of sales. The customer is a very unique element to have, and especially when that data is linked to the real information that's going on in the network.
And Arrantech itself, what for an operator, what would they know to be your products and solutions that can help them?
We've got a flagship product that we call Touchpoint that we've been working on since about 2002. It's in its 5th generation. It's a relatively sophisticated engine for taking large quantities of data. In some of the networks we're talking about 12 to 15 terabytes of information that are aggregated up, but the key part is how that is visualized and delivered as value to the stakeholders. And we've done a good job, I think, in delivering value up into the OSS stack and the technology silo. What was clear to us is that there's as much value out in the business side, that is to care and marketing and sales. And one of the key problems about that as a relatively small company is that we had to build applications to deliver that value onto the desktop. And this is really where we've come up with our open platform concept, and that's really to make our data source, our unique CEM data source, available over standard open interfaces. So it's web services interface and also conditioning type interfaces that allow you to trigger on real-time events. And that whole idea is to try and provide a better value of data and insight into the business.